Hello Aries, welcome to Lucy the Antigua Tarot, and this is Lucy, and I am here to do your reading for the month of March 2017. So you guys, let's get the fire started, huh? Hope everything's going well. So let's see what the cards have to say for what messages you may have for Aries. Here. For Aries for the month of March 2017. Okay, guys. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to be pulling 3 cards out for this month. Okay, so let's see what we've got. You guys have the 7 of Swords. You have the Knight of Swords. And you have the 4 of Cups. Let me just kind of put this like this so we can take a look at these. Okay, so here are your cards for the month of March. So with the 7 of Swords, this card is tied to the 5 of Swords. And let me pull that card out for you quickly. See if I can find it. Okay. You're probably familiar with it, but let me pull that out. Here we go. There you go. This is the 5 of Swords. These 2 cards are connected. Okay. And they're connected because both cards involve a separation from others. Okay, here in the 5, he's won a battle, but at the same time he's lost connections with these people. And with the 7, we see this man who's tiptoeing away, and in the background we see like this colorful pavilion back here where everybody's at, and he's like stepping away from these people, from society, from where everybody's at. And he's doing it because he wants to. So it could be representing the desire to just be alone, live your life alone and be free, not to be have to be involved with other people. So with this card, you guys, it may be a sign that you or someone else wants to be a lone wolf. Do things on your own, not have to depend on other people. You feel that you will be more effective and comfortable on your own and doing things the way you want them on your own. And this approach is useful when you need to bypass ineffectual groups or assert your independence. But at the same time, depending solely on oneself only may create serious problems for us. And this card is reminding us about this. The thing is that we cannot be happy and productive for very long without some commitment to others. And if you are feeling inclined to act alone, Aries, make sure that that the isolation that you put yourself in is really working for you guys, okay? Sometimes we have to, face our problems, obviously, we have to deal with what needs to be dealt. So this card is letting us know that you might be making things worse for yourself and for others by not facing up and running away, okay? This card also indicates something that is being done, a choice that you or somebody else that you know may have chosen, something that you guys have maybe decided to do, or something that you're thinking of doing that does not do justice to the higher spiritual self. We make wrong choices that and sometimes we want to hide them, right? And some of them are minor mistakes that we make, and some of them could be serious. Your inner voice will tell you when this is happening, so it could be warning you about that also, Aries. So when we see the Seven of Swords, we need to take a good look at what we're doing, because anything that's not functioning well, that's not working out well, will could eat away at us, eat away at you, and your happiness and your self-respect. Now, the interesting thing here, that it is the number 7, and I'm getting really interested in the numbers and their meanings. And the 6 represents humanity, and so 7 is the center of the spiral of life. It's the connection of humanity with the God source, and that's what the 7 means. So it is the number of the universe, guys, which I think is kind of cool. Very beautiful. Okay, Aries. Now, next to your 7 of Swords, you have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight signifies freedom, liberty, that freedom to do what we want, the liberty to go and come as we please. So you could be feeling a little bit of confusion or imbalance. There could be a struggle between between what you want to do and what you have to do. And they're very related here. And it could be for this reason that you have this conflict with this card. There might be something there with that Knight of Swords is telling me that there's a conflict between maybe a responsibility and your freedom. It could also you might also be feeling a little rushed, because this night is really just like moving forward really quickly. There could be something urgent that needs attention, possibly, that needs your attention. This card is telling me that that you have a lot of fire and energy. Well, you're Aries. You have a lot of energy, and you're determined to achieve the things that you want to achieve. And it could mean that that maybe there's somebody you want to rush in and help. Somebody you want to rescue, let's say. Because it's what you do. You're always looking to help those in need and see what you can do for them and help them out, rescue them. But sometimes this impulse that you have impedes on your liberty and on your freedom and your liberty to take care of your own needs. So it could be that this desire to help is impeding something important that you need to deal with. Something that is of a great need in you, and it carries a lot of importance, and which you have to, and that you have to, address it. And it's interesting because, you know, this card, I usually associate it with the number 1. And the number 1 is all about, well, it's not the 2, right? 2 is pairs. It's the number 1, the self. It's the entity of the self. It's the first, the first one. It's almost like telling me that you need to take care of yourself first. There might be something going on that's like obliging you to deal with certain things, and you really don't want to because it's not in your best interest. And that perhaps you would like to just like get away as quick as possible. Okay. But you have this Knight, which you might have other possibilities or other things available to you, other options, where you can find your center again, yourself again, Aries. And that's, yeah. Okay, and now with the Four of Cups, oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful card. All of these cards are really wonderful. It tells me, Aries, that you guys could be going through some big changes here. You have the situation that something important that maybe you're trying to deal with and you don't want people to know, but you're feeling somewhat trapped and you feel like you need to get away. And this is all about choices. You're in a situation, it's telling me, that you have to make a decision. But the problem is that you're not very sure what is it that you have to do. You're feeling a lot of doubt about which direction to go and what to do. The only thing really left is to make a decision. Choose one of the options available, because you're being offered, there's 3 options in front of you. The thing is that maybe you're having difficulty, Aries, deciding what it is that you want to do or should do. Or it's possible that you simply don't want to make any decisions. You don't want to make any choices. And it's obvious that this is creating a lot of sadness for you or stress for you in the situation that you are finding yourself in. And it's possible that the options that you do have available for you right now, they're really not tapping into your desires of what you want. You're feeling that these options that you have, you're not very happy with them. But I think what's going on here is that that you should make a decision, because you have a divine intervention here. There's a divine intervention, Aries. And what I mean by that is it's telling you that you have to make a choice of the options that you have. Because if you do not, you will not be able to move forward. You will not be able to progress. in the path that you need to progress down to learn some valuable lessons that you need to learn for your life. And that is why whatever the decisions that are being offered to you, they're giving you some choices and you need to choose one. Because this is the card of of divine intervention. That's what this card is. So with this card, it's telling you to make a decision. You have to make a decision, that you have to decide, because if this decision will eventually lead you where you need to be, and that you're going to, and that's going to be the path that's going to lead you to peace, more peace, a more stable situation than in the situation you are right now, Aries. And it kind of reminds me of the Hangman, this card. And let me see if I can pull that out for you so we can kind of make reference to it. Which is, the Hangman is basically talking about not doing anything, to just kind of not do anything, not make any major decisions, don't do any major actions, to kind of just sit back a little bit and just reflect and just let things happen on their own for a while, because this will give you time to kind of get your center, and while you're holding back and observing and deciding, thinking about your choices, it'll give you an opportunity to see how the world functions around you without you making any decisions about anything. And that can be a pretty interesting thing to look at and reflect on. Here it is. Okay, so maybe you don't want to make a decision right now, but maybe if you take some time to just stay still, don't decide anything, don't say anything, and just observe and think about your options, and then maybe that way you will be able to find you will be able to make a better decision on your choices that you do have. Because this divine intervention that's coming in for you guys for the month of March, Aries, it's telling you it's not to ignore your truth. And if you're not really sure of your truth, you need to take some of this reflective time for yourself. You know, try to open your heart and open your eyes. You know, sit back and observe and open your heart. Try to understand what's going on around you. And pay attention to what's in front of you. Because it could be that maybe you're not seeing this. And it could be that this thing that you notice, this situation or this person, might be the best option for you. Now, this is the Four of Cups, and the number 4 is talking about the fourth dimension. And what does that mean? Well, it is the time of illusion. It is 4 is considered the first solid number. You know, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, the triangle, and then there's 4, which is the first solid number. It is considered the first solid number, and they're also like, number 4 is also like a partial number in the scheme of the order of things that manifest. And it kind of makes sense, like you're partially manifesting, but you still have a way to go. Okay, there's decisions that need to be made, so you're not fully there yet. And you know, the 4 is a static number in opposition to the dynamics of the circular. And but it also means totality and plentiful and solidity. It's about ordering. The material world is about putting order in the material world, and that's makes sense. Maybe, that's part of what I think you need to do. It's rational. Number 4 is rational, especially when you think about being just, doing the right thing, guys. Okay. And it's also about having a solid base, or trying to build a solid base, or looking for a solid base for oneself. So it makes complete sense, my dear Aries. So there you have your reading for the month of March. I wish you guys the best. Many blessings. Have a wonderful month. And I will see you guys in April. And thank you very much for visiting. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Bye-bye.